Before I begin, I would like to thank the Princeton Prize Board as well as the Office of Alumni Association for granting me with this opportunity. What's good, homie? What's cracking, home girl? Walking through the halls of my private high school, these sayings were how fellow students of color and I were greeted by our white peers. But these were not the ways we spoke in everyday conversation. To our white peers, we were the spokespeople of our race. Thus, the assumption was we knew all about fried chicken, inner city life, gangs, and any other stereotype you can think of. For several years, I felt as if my true racial identity did not match with how my white peers perceived me. Even though I did not fit the stereotypes, many of my peers could not see beyond the stereotypes to appreciate who I really was. Enough was enough, I thought. Enter Art on Purpose, a community arts advocacy campaign headquartered in Baltimore. One of my mentors told me about the organization and introduced me to their new provocative work, the Black Male Identity Project. This year-long project was created to use art as a way to encourage discussion of racial identity and to provide a vehicle to dispel the stereotypes that all too often are the only images of Black males in mainstream media. I knew I had to bring this project to my school to engage both my peers of color and my white peers in discussions about the dangers of defining individuals through stereotypes. My hope was to encourage dialogue among all students about racial identity, a topic that was scarcely ever brought into casual conversation. I approached my fellow members of the Student Diversity Council with bringing the Black Male Identity Project to our campus. They loved the idea. In the following days, we plastered the walls of the upper school with posters about the purpose of the project. We then scheduled meetings for the entire student body to collectively share ideas in an open atmosphere. Through these meetings, students became very interested in challenging their subconscious racial biases through discussion and art making. I then asked Nora Howell, an experienced local artist who explores racial and gender identity in her work, to lead workshops for our students. The result was tangible objects, art pieces which address racial identity. Our artwork and one student's music were presented in a youth forum at a local high school and at the Reginald F. Lewis Museum of African American Art in Baltimore as a part of the Black Male Identity Project's exhibit. The student-made artwork was thoughtful, creative, and offered a new perspective on racial identity for many of my peers. My piece, which I entitled Heartbeats, highlights 4 of my Black male friends involved in activities that demonstrate their passion in music and in athletics. These passions have shaped them into examples of positive Black males. The dynamics of my high school have indeed changed for the better since the project. Now, as I walk through the halls of my high school, I am often not greeted by inaccurate salutations like homegirl, but rather as Sania. Thank you.